integration. As I said at fifth point, using substitution method, here I am going to generate some properties. Okay, so integral a to b f of x dx is equals to minus integral minus a to minus b f of x dx. Both these integral values are same. While solving problems, we use this particular property as per the requirement, and usually this property is named as reflection property of definite integrals. Okay, reflection property of definite integrals, but we don't require that name actually, right? So integral a to b f of x dx is equals to minus integral minus a to minus b f of x dx. You just start with the left hand side. Now I am going to prove this property. You just start with the left hand side. Integral a to b f of x dx. We need to reach right hand side. To reach right hand side, you just take x is equals to minus t. That's it. Take x is equals to minus t. If x is equals to minus t, what you say? Dx is equals to simply minus dt, right? And since dx is equals to minus dt, x is equals to minus t. Now think about the limits. X is equals to a will become t is equals to minus a. X is equals to b will become t is equals to minus b, right? And now you just simply replace here. This is equals to integral. This lower limit related to a, t is minus a. This upper limit related to t is minus b. And f of x is simply minus t. And dx is nothing but minus dt. There ends the problem. See, you just write this minus out and we have f of minus t dt. Okay. So this is equals to what? Minus integral minus a to minus b f of minus t dt. Okay, that's the right hand side. Okay, just have a look. So here again we need to write minus x. Okay, just a mistake here, minus x. So this is basically reflection property. Why we are calling this property as reflection property? Just because of the areas. Just because of the areas we are calling it as reflexive property. Okay, integral a to b f of x dx. For suppose somewhere we have a here, we have b here. Okay, and this is f of x. So this is the integral a to b f of x dx, that left hand side value. And what you say about this minus a to minus b f of minus t dt? If you replace x with minus x, what will happen? How the graph will change? If you replace x with minus x, how the graph will change? And minus a to minus b f of x minus dx in the sense, okay, so somewhere we will get minus a here, minus b here, and then f of minus x dx. So if you sketch the graph of f of minus x, then between this minus b to minus a, again the area is same. This is usually the right hand side, and this graph is for f of minus x and that is for f of x. Okay, so that's why we are calling it as reflection property, because we are taking reflection related to y-axis. Okay, so integral a to b f of x dx is minus integral minus a to minus b f of minus x dx, and this is mentioned as reflection property. Next property, integral a to b f of x dx is equals to integral a plus c to b plus c f of x minus dx. This property is usually mentioned as shifting property. Shifting property. Okay, so first of all we just try to prove this algebraically and then think about its graph. Okay, you just start with left hand side, or you may start with right hand side, no problem. You just start with right hand side. The right hand side is integral a plus c to b plus c f of x minus c dx. Now we need to reach left side. For that I am just taking this x minus c as t. Take x minus c is equals to t. If x minus c is equals to t, dx is equals to dt. Okay, and then what you say about the limits? Let x is equals to a. No, x is a plus c right here. Let x is equals to a plus c, we will get t is equals to a. Let x is equals to b plus c, we will get t as b. Now try to convert complete problem in terms of t. So this is equals to integral a plus c will become a, so write a. B plus c will become b for t, so write b. F of x minus c is nothing but f of t dt. And as we mentioned you at the basic properties, see variable is not important here. So this is simply nothing but integral a to b f of x dx, and this is simply nothing but left hand side. This property is considered as shifting property. Why we are calling it as a shifting property? Basically integral a to b f of x dx is the area by f of x between a b. You just shift completely by c units. Okay, you just shift the graph completely by c units. If you shift the graph, the position of the graph will change, the coordinates on the graph will change, but the lengths and then measurements areas won't change. So that's why these two areas are changed, see same, and we call it as shifting property. Okay, just have a look. This is the second property which we are generating using this substitution method. Okay, have a look. So next property, very important property, and you just mark it as a star. Integral a to b f of x dx is equals to integral a to b f of a plus b minus x dx. Because of its importance, we usually call it as star property of definite integrals. What it is? Star property. Actually shifting and reflection are related to the graph, but the star property is just because of its importance. Okay, see most of the cases to solve a problem in definite integrals we use this particular property. Once observe this, limits won't change. Okay, but f of x will become f of a plus b minus x dx. To prove this, we will use substitution method as we mentioned. So start with right hand side. What is right hand side? Integral a to b f of a plus b minus x dx, right? Integral a to b f of a plus b minus x dx. Now we need to reach left side. For that you just take a plus b minus x as t. If you take a plus b minus x as t, then do differentiation. Derivative of a is 0, derivative of b is 0, and for this minus x, minus dx is equals to dt. Okay. And now think about the limits. See, if you replace x with a, t will become b, right? Okay, because of space I am not mentioning here. Take x is equals to a, t will become b. Take x is equals to b, b minus b gets cancelled, t will become a. So then you have a chance to rewrite completely in terms of t. xa means tb, so integral b to xb means ta, so a f of t minus dt, because a plus b minus x is t and this minus dx is dt. So now, as we discussed in the basic properties, this minus has a chance to interchange these limits. So this minus will just interchange these limits. So this is equal to integral a to b f of t dt. మనం చెప్పుకున్నాం బేసిక్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ లో లిమిట్స్ ఇంటర్చేంజ్ చేస్తే ఒక మైనస్ తేడా ఉంటుంది. సో లీవ్ దట్ మైనస్, ఇంటర్చేంజ్ ద లిమిట్స్. Now integral a to b f of t dt is simply nothing but left hand side. As we said at basic properties, you just leave about the involvement of the variable. Okay. Now finally this integral a to b f of a plus b minus x dx is integral a to b f of x dx, and we call it as a star property because of its importance. Okay. So just try to memorize this, and I am going to use this property to solve many problems in the next class. Okay. First of all, have a look. So next useful thing, from the star property we will generate. Okay, integral 0 to a, see integral 0 to a f of x dx is simply nothing but integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Just simply use the star property to answer this. Okay, a to b, 0 to a, x x, a plus b minus x, 0 plus a minus x. So ఈ స్టార్ ప్రాపర్టీని కొంచెంగా కొద్దిగా చేంజ్ చేస్తే we will get this particular property also. ఓకేనా? అవసరమైతే దీన్ని కూడా సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ అనేది జస్ట్ ప్రూవ్ చేయొచ్చు. రైట్ హ్యాండ్ సైడ్ తీసుకుని ప్రొసీడ్ అయితే ఈజీగా మనం ప్రూవ్ చేయొచ్చు. Basically these are the four properties which we can generate using substitution method, and all these four properties are useful in solving many problems of definite integrals, and in particular this C which I mentioned you as star property is very much helpful in solving the problems. In next class, I am going to give you problems related to these properties, specifically on this property C. Okay, have a look, and that's for this session.